morning, my name's Kathy and I'm from the Early Years Alliance, and today we will be making some windsocks. So windsocks are a popular decoration to hang up in your porch or your bedroom or garden or as any kind of decoration, but you can also hold them by the handle and run around with them to make the streamers ripple in the wind. They're a bit like kites really. And they come in all sorts of shapes and colours, and making them is a perfect craft project for children of all ages. And we can use lots of different materials, as we've got here, and different tools to create a windsock. So it can really help children learn new skills such as cutting and drawing and painting and sticking, all of which are really good for fine motor skills. It allows children to be creative and use their own imagination and their own ideas. They'll be learning how to problem solve and teach independent decision making. So we'll have a look at making some, and I'm going to give you some examples of designs that you can use. So first of all, here is one that I made earlier just to show you, and this one, round, and this one I have actually laminated, and the reason that I've laminated it is so that I can hang it out in my garden and the rain isn't going to spoil it too long. But don't worry, you don't need any fancy equipment to make a windsock. And the idea is that we've got a long tube here and we've got these streamers coming out of our windsock, and that is what is going to be fluttering about in the wind. And then at the top we've got some string there, so I've put it through and I've got my string, so when I run with it in the wind it's going to blow about like that. So this one was made with just some card, we can use paper, and I've just decorated it and then I've rolled it up, and then in the end I've put these streamers, and as we said, this is what was going to be really good at blowing in the wind. That's one that I've made. Okay, and then I came up with another idea for the windsock for little ones, which is an empty milk carton. So this is good because actually you don't need the string, because for little ones they can hold that handle and they can just use that handle like this. So we can have a go at decorating this. So there's cutting involved, quite a bit of cutting involved for this one. And I thought today I would have a little bit of a sort of animal theme going on with my windsock. So I've cut the end off there with my scissors, and little ones, they are going to need some help with the cutting, and they're also going to need lots of supervision with their cutting as well, and with using scissors. So now I've got that empty hole there, taking the top off, and then we can just decorate it if we want to. So I thought this one I'm going to make as a fish. So I've got some glue, and again they're going to enjoy the sticking, and this is where all your fine motor skills come in as well. So I'm going to put some glue on all around there. This is just PVA glue that's suitable for children and little ones. And I've collected all kinds of things as well. So if you want, what is a good idea is if you have a little craft box and you can put all kinds of little things in the craft box, and you can bring them out and use them when you need them. So for this, I thought, what would be like a fish? So I've got some little sequins here, and I'm going to put some on there, just shake them off, and children love using anything like this. They love using the glue, but they'll also love putting all the sequins on as well. And I think that's looking quite fishy. my sequins there. And then what I could put on here is I've got these big wobbly eyes. They're really fun and they're quite big as well. But you can get little ones, but again, you have to supervise something. So a nice big eye, like a fish eye. And I'll put some more glue on. Really enjoy that gluing. And stick an eye on. Look like a big fish. You can see all the sparkly bits. And then the next bit is we need a fishy tail. So I've got all these kind of strands of ribbon that I found, and with another one that we're going to use a bit. I've got lots of tissue paper as well, but if you've got some bits of old ribbon, or start saving, collecting little bits for your craft box, you can use those. So I'm going to put them all together, these ribbons, and they're kind of a bit sparkly, and I thought a bit like a fish, a fish's tail. And this is where you probably need either some glue again to glue it inside, or some sellotape. So just for this one, I am going to sellotape it. And again, children will really enjoy using something different, which is the sellotape. So get some sellotape. We can help them cut, because it's quite hard as well sometimes using sellotape. We've already let them use scissors. They're going to enjoy using the sellotape too. And then we're going to stick some in there, and we can put some on the other side too. It takes a lot of concentration, and they'll be thinking about all the ideas that they can use and how they can create their sock. Thinking for them. And it's a really nice activity that you can do together or as a family. So hopefully that will stick now. It's good that you can help and support your children doing activity. And that is generally the idea that we have for our first windsock. It's a little bit fishy. So we've got that one there. Use, and as I said, we're having a little bit of an animal theme I think today. So as I said, you can have just paper and you can roll it up, or some any kind of empty card. You can issue like a cereal box and you can use that as well. And the idea is you roll it up. But I've been keeping these tubes in my paper towels, and they're really good. They're perfect really for a windsock. So I thought for my next one that I'm going to show you that perhaps I would do an animal like a leopard. So I managed to get some lovely assortments of tissue paper here. Looks like animals. But don't worry if you haven't got these. You can make do other things as well that you can find. So I've got my leopard skin there. So, and I've got some material that I found. So I'm going to wrap the material. This is really nice sort of suede material, and it's just an old scrap that I found. I'm going to wrap it around my tube there, and you can either stick it, or you can use your sellotape. We can ask our children what they think would be good. But it's going to be very good for problem solving as well. How am I going to stick this? What can I use? So I'm just going to use a little bit of sellotape. As I said, you can put lots of glue on there and glue it on. There we are. That feels lovely too. And then I thought, like again, I've been saving lots of little pieces of material that I've had around. So I've got some little black and brown sort of spots that I'm going to glue on to make it look like my leopard print windsock there. Put one on there. Put some black on as well. Put that one on. More on there. such fun for them, all that stuffy, as we say. And we can talk about the animals as well that we're making. Here's a leopard, or we can do a snow leopard as well. Like the countries where they live. Some more spots on. There. So that's my leopard. And I'm going to then show you how to put the string through. So it's really good if you've got a hole puncher and you can just punch the holes in there. But I actually got a big darning needle, so you definitely need help to help your children with this. But anything really that you can poke through and make a hole. But I'm just using this to show you as an example. So I'm going to put it through the other side. We're going to have to thread a string or something through there. Pull it through with the string. This takes quite a bit of concentration, but there are easier ways I think you can do it if you've got a whole puncture. Pull it through. Hopefully, string will come through like that. There we have a string. So I'm going to tie it up there. It's a string. That took a bit of work to that through. So it'll be easy to use scissors to make your hole. And if you haven't got any string, you can use some thin wire, fishing wire that doesn't show, or anything else. And then cut it off, and then finally we're going to cut, of course, the tail bit. So I've managed to get some of the leopard skin tissue paper. Cut some of this into strips. Again, a lot of cutting, isn't it, today, involved in this. It's really going to keep your concentration, and they're definitely going to want to have a go doing some cutting with you. So I'll cut a few little pieces off my lovely tissue paper. And I'm not going to let anything go to waste, because I'm going to keep all these little bits, scraps, for another activity that we can do. There's some of my strips there. And I think I'm going to use some the little black strips of ribbon that I've got. And put them all together. Sellotapes can be very handy today. Sellotape there to hold them together. And then we can fasten it inside into our windsock. Fasten it in. You can glue it. Use glue as well. There we have my leopard windsock. Put some more. This is just my example, but you can put lots more in. It's really floating. I think that would look really good. And that would look quite nice as a decoration as well. Moves about, moving the house, flutter about, move about. That's another example. So one more that we can do is I found this lovely tissue paper, and it reminded me of a crocodile. I thought, oh, we can do the same again, but this time we'll use the tissue paper, put it around the empty tube like that. This tissue paper would be nice and easy to glue on as well. I'll put that on there. Fix that. Okay. And then you could even put some scales on a crocodile, so I can make scissors again and cut little pieces like little triangle shapes all the way along there. Looks like little crocodile scales. Green, just ideas. You have lots of other ideas. As I said, if you want, you can just paint it. That's one of my scales that I'm going to glue on my crocodile. Some more glue on. There we go. That's one of my scales that I put on. You can cover it all the way around. And then I found some green ribbon. Okay, these are all just bits and pieces that I found out. Start collecting. So, and I'm going to put that in there. Put some sellotape on. And hold it in place. And that is really good. And don't forget, you've got to put your string through as well. And you've got to make that hole again. And put your string through to tie it up so that you can hold it and run in. Okay. That's my leopard, and I've got my crocodile. And then finally, I wanted to do one that was actually painted, because you can just paint these. This is smaller. And I've already put my string on there, and I've painted it red because I thought this will make a lovely bird. Because I've got lots of feathers as well. Put the feathers on. Then we're going to use our glue and our glue sticks, so they have the opportunity to use lots of different tools today. Cover it in feathers. So we've got tissue paper, and then we've got some feathers, and they're all different colours. So we've got reds and yellows and blues, pinks, all about colours, and they're also going to be then all about different animals and different birds as well, and our fish. And that's one. So those feathers are also going to blow about in the wind too. And I've just got some normal tissue paper here that I got with a present. So one present was wrapped up in this, and that's beautiful. Because your tail is really important. That's the bit that's blowing about. I think this makes a lovely decoration as well. Then put lots of glue in. Just want to show you with some sellotape. And that's a bird. Make lots of them, and you collect all these empty tubes. It's such a lovely decoration hanging out. Use when going out in the wind. So that's some examples that we've got, and I found a poem that I will finish with, all about the wind. And this is a poem by Christine Rossetti, and it says, "Who has seen the wind? Neither I nor you, but when the leaves hang trembling, the wind is passing through. Who has seen the wind? Neither you nor I, but when the trees bow down their heads, the wind is passing by." Well, I hope it's given you some ideas today, and for further information, please go to www.familycorner.co.uk. Thank you for joining me.